Hey guys, Civilord here, back again with another action figure review. Today we'll be wrapping up our looks at the DC Multiverse Batman and Robin wave with the king of punchlines himself, the collector-build Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze. That is right. All of the figures we've looked at this past week from this Batman and Robin wave had led us up to this. And what a joyous day it is. We're finally putting a cap on this bitch and sending it out to pasture, because boy oh boy, what a train wreck this movie was. That said, jokes aside, in all seriousness though, I do still want a Bane Mega figure from this movie. That would be pretty awesome. Poison Ivy needs her right-hand man, right? That said, this of course is brought to us by the fine folks over at McFarlane Toys, who are going to be fine folks in this case, because unlike the rest of the wave, Mr. Freeze didn't get stiffed on accessories. So why don't we cut right to the chase and get into meat and taters of this review. Take a look-see at said accessories, shall we? Let's. He's got his freeze gun with a blast effect, and unlike the other Mr. Freezes, you can take this one out without heating it and ungluing it and risking breaking it and all that jazz. So that is cool. It's a little gummy up here, so you might need to straighten some things out, but at any rate, it's a very, very cool, for lack of a better term, piece. I like it. I will say it's weird that the bottom is not connected, but the top is. It's not broke, is it? No. It's supposed to be like that. It's got a bit of a stock there. You can hold it with both hands, by the way. Pretty naturally, too. So, that is cool. Get it? It's Mr. Freeze pun. He also comes with these, which I thought were punch effects until further inspection, because these are not punch effects, as a matter of fact. Because you also get a couple more freeze effects, because poor Chris O'Donnell here must have gotten frozen in the movie, so you can actually pop these onto him. Pop this one there. You can wrap this one around his leg, like so. It's a little tricky to line up, but you can do it. And he's got the two for his fists. He's got one here, and this one that kind of clips around this one, like that. And there is your frozen Chris O'Donnell. That's pretty hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Poor bastard. He went from a lucky bastard to a poor one. So that is all you get, but that is quite a bit, and that is cool. Get it? Because it's Mr. Freeze. Alright, last time I'm doing that, I swear. But that's pretty awesome, we'll say, because most collector builds from McFarlane Toys don't come with a lot of accessories. I mean, this would have been enough. But instead they gave us the ice effects. That's pretty cool. But, yeah, man. Really nice looking figure, though. He looks just like the movie. Very nice. Very, very nice. It's funny, we looked at a Arnold Schwarzenegger figure like a week ago. That was the Conan Ultimate, which this marks the... I want to say I got like 4 Arnolds, because I got like 3 or 4 Conans, and then I got this guy. I don't have any Terminators, and I don't recall him voicing a character, though I'm sure he has. But either way, as far as articulation on this figure goes, his head does not get the most range because of this thing on the back, but he can look up a little bit. Look down a tiny bit, tilt side to side, rotate. Shoulder pads actually hinge out, so you can bring the arm up, back down, rotate it all the way around. He does have that rotator cap. He gets a lot of range too. A lot of range. No heavy ratchets on his arms though, so that kind of sucks. He does have a single jointed elbow with rotation. And then he's got the ball hinge wrists that can hinge, rotate, and rotate. Of course, he's got the trigger finger on this hand and the kind of standard grip hand on this side. Torso can crunch that far forward, not a ton. That far back. Tilt. Rotate. Not the tightest thing ever, but not the loosest. He's got waist rotation. Hips can kick out to the side pretty far. It will pinch the diaper a little bit, so you're going to have to work with that. Pop it up a little bit as you go. Pop it back down. You can rotate forward and back pretty well. Pretty good kick. He does have no real thigh cut to speak of. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, he doesn't have a thigh cut, like, at all. He does have a single knee, though, with rotation below that, so he's got, like, a boot cut. Because he does not have the ball hinge ankles, because he's got these super tight, which McFarlane are the champs of this type of joint. This has always been tight, at least for me, or at least tight enough. So I love that. I really love that tight ankle joint. I think that's awesome. He does have the rocker and then the toe joint. This one, not clicky. This one, clicky. Very interesting. But that is Mr. Freeze in a nutshell. He is awesome. I think he's really, really awesome. Trying not to say cool too many times in this video because, gosh darn it, we all know he did in that freaking train wreck of a movie. I still can't believe we got this as like a highly articulated, or at least decently articulated, we'll say, figure, and we don't even have like Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman or Jack Nicholson Joker, you know, but we got, gosh darn it, we got the Schumacher shit. And that Batman Forever wave is right around the corner. So I'm excited, man. It's a good time to be a 90s Batman fan, whether you like the animated series or the live action stuff. It's a good time to be a 90s Batman fan. That said, I think we can all agree that Mask of the Phantasm is the best Batman movie, hands down. Screw your Christian Bale. Who directed those again? I just drew a blank there. But either way, screw those Christian Bale movies. I did not care for those whatsoever. I liked the Joker. You know, Heath Ledger was cool. Scarecrow was cool. Two-Face was cool. Catwoman was cool. Batman was weird. Sounded like he had to cough all the time. He took like needed a cough drop or something. And then that Bane. Thank God Tom Hardy redeemed himself with Venom and Mad Max, because that Bane was atrocious. So yeah, it's just ugh. Did not care for that. And I think Ben Affleck got screwed because he should have gotten his own movie and he didn't. He was always a side piece. Whereas Arnold Schwarzenegger just totally stole the show in this movie. So with that being said, before this goes on any further and gets any more ridiculous than it already has, it's time now that we move right along and take a look at some size comparisons. First up, here is good old Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze, our collective build figure, of course, for the Batman and Robin wave, alongside the entirety of this Batman and Robin movie wave. We have George Clooney as Batman, Chris O'Donnell as Robin, Alicia Silverstone as Batgirl, and Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy. And what a fantastic wave of figures for a train wreck of a movie this is. I mean, seriously, these are, as I've said many times throughout my reviews of these figures, better than this movie really deserves. I just hope that we get a Bane, man. That would kind of suck, right? We don't get Bane. He's like the only other main character other than Alfred, I guess. So, yeah, I'd like that too. Maybe not packed with a Batmobile I can't afford. McFarlane, if you're listening to this. But it's nice to get the whole cast in one swoop, though. Or, I guess, in this case, 75% of it. So, getting them out of here. So we can bring in our two regulars. The Mythic Legion's Brother Mandibilith. Right there. And the infamous Incredible Spawn. who is probably about neck and neck with old Arnie here. I don't know, Arnie's a little taller. Look at that. So, with that being said, it's time now that we wrap things up with some final thoughts. Overall, and unlike the rest of this Batman and Robin wave, good old Arnold Schwarzenegger as Mr. Freeze here definitely comes with some accessories. The main one being his freeze gun, which is awesome, on top of the fact that it does also have an effect which is more awesome, on top of the fact that he also comes with some freeze effects that you can place on poor old Chris O'Donnell Robin. So, easily, hands down, without a trace of doubt of my mind, to quote both the Monkees and Smash Mouth, this is by far the best figure in the wave. And on top of that, like the rest of the wave, a pretty solid likeness to the man himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later.